Hey guys, Drutter here. It's March 13th, 2015. Long time no talk. It's been well over a year since I went quiet on this channel, and that was to reduce my vulnerability and so that I could rejoin the rat race as well to keep my bills paid. Always a good idea. Some progress has been made in the right direction. I feel optimistic. I feel like I'm making headway, and that makes me happy because I really did not want to stop doing my channel. And at the same time, I feel like there could be a full-time activism position opening up somewhere in the world, but you know, there's just absolutely no money in it, and why would there be? The system doesn't want people to be activists. The system wants people to make a paycheck and pay the taxes, and that's really what is expected of us nowadays. But this is not a video about that. But before I get into giving away the tomato seeds, I just wanted to update you a little bit. I've been living near my grandmother's house here in Vancouver for quite some time, many years, and just over the past year, as 90-plus-year-old people tend to do, she has needed more help and needed absolute 100% help outside of the house, as well as she now needs a bit of help around the house and in the house, just taking care of the place and keeping it running. My grandfather died several years back. This was his garden here, looking out across. I sort of commandeered this back garden here for my tomatoes years back, and have been growing them here every year since, as well as usually a small satellite garden at another place wherever I live. But now this year I am going to be focusing on this garden alone because Grandma needs so much help. I know I'm going to be here almost every day of the week, all summer and into the fall, assuming she's still living here, of course. So I will be here and I'll be doing the garden, and I want to take advantage of that fact because I have some, not expertise, but I have some skill at gardening, and I have some knowledge, and I have some background in gardening. So I want to share what I do know, and I want to go through the process again. I won't do everything in my garden videos this year. I'm not going to tell you it's a complete garden experience, but I will attempt to get every stage of at least my tomato plants and give some tips and just sort of explain my thoughts about the process and what I enjoy about gardening, what I get out of it. As you saw in the little intro clip to this video, it was supposed to be symbolic. I'm breaking ground. But I'm not just breaking ground in terms of getting the garden ready for the year. I'm breaking ground in terms of I want to come back to doing videos. I want to be able to do this. So I'm going to keep on trying to do it. I'm not in a place where I can do this full time, but I'm going to do the garden videos this year, and because that's where my life is going to be focused this year. I'm essentially gardening almost full-time. It's a large and fairly mature yard and garden. So I'll be here doing this, and I'm going to take advantage of that by putting out some videos. If I can do more, I absolutely will do more than that. But that is what I can promise you right now. Gardening is so important, I think, now more than ever, with the prices at the grocery stores so high, with genetically modified organisms in nearly everything we eat, soybean oil in almost every product. Everything's made of corn or corn syrup or high fructose corn syrup, or it's basically just genetically modified corn and soybean in everything. And it's disgusting. And then there's government regulations starting to get involved in what we can grow, what we can use and eat. And that's just, you know, gardening is so important. Not just gardening, but understanding how food is grown, how plants work. And I think another important thing is gifting. I think it's very important that we gift and that we don't lose that ability to give of ourselves to other people, especially things of intrinsic value, not just fiat value, not giving units of currency, but giving things that people can use, things that matter, things that have in themselves value, like seeds. And you can say, well, these seeds, I could go to the store and buy them for $1. I can get a whole package of seeds for $1. And that's true. And if that's what you want to do, I think that that's what you should do. But these seeds, to me, have value. Here's a couple little packets of seeds. These ones are from last year, I think, but there'll be similar seeds this year, little packets. I'm going to have 3 different varieties: a miscellaneous one, a sweet 100, and an Amish paste. And I've done those sweet 100s and Amish paste for several years, and last year was just an incredible year, 2014. We didn't have a great year for weather. It was okay. The later part of the year was decent for heat and light, but the early, like the spring, June and everything, was wet and cold. It was not a good year, but it just, my experience level, some luck, and a bit of weather came together, and I had a crop. I wish that you guys could have seen it. I took a little bit of footage for my own self, and I'll show a little bit of it here. Especially take note of the sweet 100s. These seeds are excellent seeds, and I've been improving them year over year. If you want more information about the seeds themselves, go and check out the link that's in the more information section down below. But just in general, very quickly, these seeds have no pesticides, no fungicides, no herbicides, insecticides, or fertilizer of any kind were ever used at any point in the production of these seeds. It's just things like compost for fertilizer, kitchen scraps composted and put into the garden, ladybugs, and small birds to control pests, and just hard work and knowing what to do is the only way that I bring these from seed to plant to fruit and back to seed again for the following year. So these are true heirloom seeds. Fuck Monsanto. The only thing that you need to do in order to get these free seeds is live somewhere in Canada or the USA and promise me that you will grow them this year and at least attempt to return them back to seed to use again next year. But you must grow them this year. I want to keep you from buying Monsanto's seeds. I want you to get these seeds. So I'll send you a package of, 10, 15, 20 or so seeds. Certainly enough to get several plants to maturity and to get enough genetic diversity to carry on your own heirloom line of seeds from this point. So with the early spring, with last year's excellent results, with the fact that this may very well be the last year that I get to grow in this garden, and hopefully with some luck with weather, this will be another amazing year for tomato gardening here in Vancouver, Canada, of all places. And I'm still enjoying the pizza sauce and the marinara sauce and other stuff I made with the tomatoes from last year. I'll show you a quick clip of some of the plants I got last year at the end of this video, and some of the fruit. And then all you have to do to get the seeds is to follow the link down below. I have a website. I'm not even going to mention the name here anymore. I don't even really continue this website. It's still functioning. If you want to use it, you can. But anyway, go to the link that's on my website, and it's a contact me form. That's the only way I really have to get you to email me, other than to put my email address here, which I'd rather not do for spam reasons and stuff. But use that form. Send me an email. Just let me know where in Canada or the USA you are, your exact address. It can be a P.O. box or whatever, I don't care. And no, I'm not asking for any donations or anything for this. This is a gift from me to you. I hope you take advantage of it. I hope you enjoy it. And that's all I got for now. I hope to talk to you guys again soon. Early August 2014. This one particular cluster is pretty amazing. It starts up there, and it's already got some tomatoes, but it has several of these spirals. Some of the garlic from 2014. Not bad, got some pretty good size on them. There's some potatoes also. Midsummer, just get a quick look. That's all on one branch. I haven't counted yet. Comes off the plant here, as you can see right there. And that's the first tomato there, the second is there, and then there's several clusters. And before my battery dies, I'm going to try and show you exactly how many are on here. I don't think I can even get them all in the same frame. let go. I lose one or two every time I meddle with it. There's another one fell off. But there we go. Never seen that before. Never seen that before with the Sweet 100. There's more that you can't even see in behind. Let's get a rough count here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 21 or 22. So let's say 20 per. Times 5, that's 100. And there's a few more up top. And earlier this year I snipped the ends off of these. There was an additional 30 or so. So this would have been about 130 full-size cherry tomatoes on one branch coming off the plant. And the plant itself has many, many more clusters of tomatoes. So that was just one little part of the plant. And the plant actually goes over here, and there's plenty more tomatoes on that plant, but just wanted to document that because I've never ever seen that happen.
Fluoride in the water to abolish our health, and the food they claiming healthy is already altered chemically. Fruits and vegetables are being modified genetically. Homegrown organic foods obviously the remedy, but try and grow a garden and the FDA won't let it be. Do you know your enemy? They plans and who they posse is. Fast food, tobacco, alcohol industry lobbyists, banks, oil, weapons, and pharmaceutical companies. They all in this together cause misery's where the money be. The government's a business, that's the bottom line. You and I are nothing more than dollar signs. They don't care about us. They enslave us when they bury us in dead, and they scare us with imaginary threat. They don't care about us.
2014, second batch of sauce. I just wanted to document what was going on today here. We're kind of in the process of moving, but this is the second batch. We have 6 big things of pizza sauce already in the freezer, and there's lots and lots more tomatoes to go. Pizza sauce. So there's, I think, 12 of these containers each, and each one of those will do 2 pizzas. So when we take one of those out of the freezer, we got at least 2 or 3 meals from each one. And this marinara sauce is going to be really good. Starts back there. This has all been done with potatoes. Actually, you might be able to see them coming up. That's rhubarb. That'll be massive soon. I'm going to do some beans along the back there, and then get a feel for the size of this garden. I've widened it a bit this year. I think I'm going to get 24 full-sized adult tomato plants in here this year, and I'm going to do 3 varieties, so I'll have 8 tomato plants of 3 different types. Not huge, but this is beautiful soil that my grandpa had been working for decades. I know it's pretty cheeky to have your tomatoes already planted at this point of the year. Some gardeners like to do it this time. Maybe in the US, not so much in Canada, but here I have my tomatoes. These are Amish paste in these 2 trays, Sweet 100s in these 2 trays, and a volunteer strain. I call them baseballs, I have no idea what they are, that came up in my garden last year, and I collected the seeds. Lettuce and spinach coming up, and more to come. So the garden is certainly fully underway here in Vancouver. We got spring in January this year. I don't know why. They kept on telling us the frost is coming, don't plant yet, don't plant yet. Eventually I just said, you know what, I'm going to plant. I've got some beans soaking, ready to be planted. It's going to be a great year. This is my greenhouse here, obviously. And really looking forward to this year. And looking forward to doing videos with you guys. Talk to you soon.